Good. I gotcha.
Oh! My dad, back then, he had an addiction to cocaine. He was like Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. When he was sober, he was very loving, not a violent person at all, but when he was high, he would be very violent. He just got up.
Okay, Madeline, so there's been a lot happening with your body.
Oh, yes.
You're also coming all the way from Jersey. So let's get you taken care of. Welcome to the Aligned. And what's the thing that's been bringing you over? What made you come over here?
A lot of it has to do with the pain, obviously, but just the lack of being able to enjoy just myself on a daily basis, being able to do things with my girls and just everyday living, like doing their hair. It's tough on my back.
Yeah.
Riding the bike with them, it's really tough. Just every day, I'm in a lot of pain.
Just the day-to-day?
Yeah, and so I'm just looking to get relieved from that because I'm only 41. I shouldn't feel like I'm 140. You know, I should be able to do a lot more things and not be in so much pain and just be so restricted. So,
and this restriction, this aches and the struggle, like when did it start for you?
a lot of the muscle tension in my neck and shoulders and back was in my early 20s, but I know that a lot of it is just from emotional trauma from what I experienced as a kid.
Yeah.
And my body being just holding all of that in because I never had a chance to process it until recently when I just about a few months ago started going to therapy for it.
Yeah.
But realized that I've been just triggered over and over and over again, and just from the stress of everything. That incident, when it occurred, it happened on my right side. Mm-hmm. And so that's where I feel the majority of that tension is just that right side, just thinking of that day, that right side, I was just very tense.
You were guarding.
Yeah.
I know it's a lot, and it's been something that you've been processing for a long time, even just kind of brushing over it. What was or what has been that emotional trigger for you that's been causing you this pain?
What started it, the issue that occurred was, my dad, back then, he had an addiction to cocaine, and it made him, he was like Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. When he was sober, he was very loving, not a violent person at all, but when he was high, he would be very violent. And one night, my mom made him dinner and brought him his plate and brought him salad dressing, and it wasn't the salad dressing he wanted. So he started going off. She said, I'll just go and get the one you want, and he just got up. So we were sitting on the couch together. He was on my right side. When he got up, our kitchen, our living room was long, and our kitchen and dining room were joined here. When he got up, he went up. She went towards the dining room, and he followed her, and he started hitting her with a broom. He broke it on her, and then he couldn't find a knife, so he grabbed a fork, and he was jamming it into her wrist. And then when he couldn't get as far as he wanted to, he dropped that, and he drug her by her hair over to the sink, and he filled the sink up with water, and he was trying to drown her. So I got up from the couch that I was sitting on with him and got onto the chair that my brother, who was 4 at the time, was on. And we were holding each other. So again, everything was happening to my right. And so her screaming and stuff, like my, just guarded, like my body was like that.
You were just trying to protect yourself and your brother.
Yeah. And after that incident, no one ever talked to us about it. Unfortunately, he ended up leaving. So there was never an opportunity for us to process or even understand what just happened,
And you're young, you guys are young, you don't know
3.
what's going on.
Yeah. And I didn't realize how much it affected me until I went to college. And I had an essay that I had to write. They asked, like, what was your first childhood memory that you could remember? And how do you think it affected your life, like who you are as a person? And that made me think, like, wow, this is really the first childhood memory I have. And then I was able to just kind of connect a lot of dots. Like, I do this because of this, I do that, because of that.
Oh, yeah.
I still didn't really have the word for like trauma, and I didn't know anything about like holding on to trauma and stuff. So my 20s, like, I had a really rough life as a single parent. And it wasn't until he and I started dating that my life just kind of shifted. He's a great husband and great father. And just recently, I just started seeking therapy to deal with the emotional things that I was feeling, because I started feeling a lot of like emotion kind of like right on the surface.
Yeah, because your body like keeps the score, it holds on to a lot of that. And it also helps to have like a wonderful partner. So thank you, Kurt, for being an awesome partner.
Yeah. I said to him, I'm glad you're as supportive as you are, because what wife says, I'm going to go to Cali to go see a chiropractor. And he's like, okay, you want me to go with you? So that's good. I'm ready for like everything to be in balance, like I've been dealing a lot with the emotional and the mental, like just healing, and it's the physical right now where everything just still feels very much out of whack. And I just feel like this is kind of like that last piece that I need to really heal the way that I need.
Yeah, and you've been doing all the right things and taking that step, asking for help in that space. Yeah. Like going to therapy is like, I think everybody at some point in their life should be under therapy.
I tell everyone to go. Yeah, I'm like, I highly recommend it.
No, 100%, because there's been multiple times in my life where I've talked to somebody and it's gotten me through a phase of my life, and I've had to realize, hey, generational trauma is real. Like all of that stress and emotion changes into the physical, and so sometimes when you don't know what's going on with your own body, you have to take it to that next level and start to think like, okay, like why is this happening to me? There's a reason. What's the biggest epiphany that you got from therapy in relation to your body and how it's been reacting?
I've had so many, just a lot of connections that I've made with just like certain things, just in general, like how I go about certain things and how it kind of always goes back to that one incident. And I forgot how I just kind of stumbled across someone speaking about like the body holds on to trauma.
Oh, yeah.
And so I asked my therapist. Obviously, I'm aware that the pain is always on my right side, but I never really put much thought into it. And when I was going to therapy and explaining it to her, I realized that's the same side my dad was sitting on. And then it just made sense. I'm like, so that is what it is. Like, it is that I'm holding that trauma. And I'm like, feeling that I feel, because I always feel like an underlying like tension. Yeah. And so when like that kind of was like, wow, when I was in a session, I just was like, just crying, like I can't, like I never thought about that, but it makes perfect sense because that whole thing happened to my right side. And just going there, being able to have the validation and the confirmation, because again, I don't have people around me, like in my family, that go to therapy. Like I'm the first. And I want to stop saying that I feel crazy when I like something comes to my mind, like I think this is what it is, or I think, you know.
Yeah. You want to make it tangible. You want to get an answer for it.
And so when I was asking her about the trauma, I was like, I don't know if that's what it is. And she was like, 100% that's what you're dealing with. And I was just like, wow, you know, and so she asked, like, are you seeking help for this? Are you going to go to a chiropractor? And I was like, actually, I am.
You're about to.
So yeah, I've seen a lot of other people on like Instagram and stuff. And there were a couple of videos that like one guy that I was like, oh, maybe I'll go see him.
Yeah.
And then I looked to see if there's something like someone closer to us. And there was, but I just didn't get the same, like, I'm entrusting a very vulnerable part of my healing process to a stranger. And I'm like, I need to feel feel a certain way, and I need to see that they interact with their patients a certain way.
Yeah.
And then I started seeing you guys' videos, and I was like, oh, I gotta go to this place. Just because of the way that you, like when people start releasing that emotion, like you guys slow them down, because I see some people want to get up right away, or and you're like, no, sit with it, like and just process it. And like to me, I was like, that's what I need. It's not just here, I'm adjust you. It's a lot deeper than, for a lot of people, it's more than that.
What you're explaining there is rapport, and then within the adjustment, we're always trying to reach this flow state. And sometimes you hear that with like martial arts or sports. It's that flow state, right? And that's what we always want to provide, and that's what we're always working towards, because then it becomes really mechanical, and the trust isn't there. So thank you for trusting us and coming this way, and I want to make this the best experience for you, so that you can go back to therapy and like express and talk that with your therapist too. Let's start getting you adjusted and taken care of, and we can keep talking about this stuff, because this is what I love. This is the stuff that I like. It's more than just about back pain for us. It is about that connectivity and fluidity. And we were talking earlier that you've been feeling like you're very sympathetic. Your body hasn't been able to switch out of go mode. That all stems from up here and your lower back as well. So if we start to make these big changes here, it's going to make that switch so much easier. So Madeline, what we're going to do is we're going to focus here on this upper cervical, right? Because you've been having a lot of this dysfunction and stress, mainly on the right. I'm just going to start with your neck, because you're having a lot of that imbalance. Turn and look to the left real quick. Okay, so you're stopping right about here. Turn and look to the right. About here. Which one feels rougher for you there?
Either way, I can feel.
You feel
like,
pulled down here? So both feels, you feel pulled. Tilt to this side. That's a little rough. Tilt to this side. That's a little rough. Okay.
I feel a lot of pulling, and I can feel it all the way down into here.
Into the mid-back. Okay. Madeline, what's the last time you got adjusted?
Oh gosh, I was 8. I'm 41.
Wow, so a long time ago, huh? So you probably never had one of these.
Oh God, no.
So we're gonna take our time here. We're gonna build that rapport, right? It's good that you already saw me adjust Kurt. So now we can just kind of like go with the flow, right? All right, I'm gonna give you a nice little hug here. And then I'm just going to just keep feeding in, and the further and further we go, the deeper and deeper we can get. Once I find that spot, big breath, all the way out. Good. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Oh man.
Oh.
I think we got pretty deep on that one. Oh my.
Wow. Oh my God. Oh God, that felt so good.
Yeah, let that sink in.
Oh my God. Like the neck feels better, but I still feel like a lot of what's going on in the shoulder, obviously, because the back. But wow.
We're gonna get some more blood flow. Things are gonna move better.
So usually when I move my neck, I feel a lot of like crunching, or I hear it. I can still hear it, but it's mainly coming from this side.
The side that's stuck right now.
Yeah.
This side we got cleared.
Wow.
That's good. Yeah.
Oh man.
How did that feel in the moment?
That felt great.
Solid.
Oh man.
All right, we're off to a great start. Okay. Well, let's come in here. Yep, you're gonna lean back. Good. Right there. Good. Just about waiting for the window. In the window. Oh, oh my. Whew. So
I felt
good.
that down my back. Oh my God. Oh. Oh.
That was the one. That was the one. Okay, just let it out.
Wow.
That one was deep.
Yeah.
That one hit.
Oh my gosh.
Sometimes we just need to
wow.
just like...
I felt it go like how my neck was curved. I just felt it go all the way down to like my mid back, right where the bottom of that point. Yep. Yeah. Wow.
Those are like the tension patterns, trigger points,
God.
but also it's that stress. It's the emotions that get bottled up. If you're a big reader, I would suggest reading The Body Keeps the Score.
I love reading. Oh.
Okay, then there you go. Check out The Body Keeps the Score.
Oh my God, that's so funny because just the other day I was looking, even last night, looking at for books to read to like further understand. Because I'm a geek, I'm a software engineer. Like I like to know how things work and connect and stuff. So I'm like, I'm dealing with it. Might as well know all about it.
No, exactly. Oh, hey, yeah, I got a bunch of book recommendations I can send your way. But that's a big one. It's a tough read. A lot of what you're describing and what you've experienced is, it's like,
wow.
It is a very important thing that a lot of us kind of like brush off, or, society doesn't talk to as much about mental health and how it impacts your body.
It's like my ears are like burning right now. I'm like so hot.
We're draining things.
Oh my God.
We're turning on the lights.
Yeah, wow. That was...
I'm even getting the goosebumps, getting the feels.
I felt that a lot more than I did on my right side. Wow.
Yeah, I think this one was the one that really was like the trigger here.
Yeah.
So we're gonna keep getting you moving here, right? Let's keep
my
going.
shoulder. I had a numbness while I've been sitting here.
Yeah.
It's starting to ease up some.
Because you've been having some like frozen shoulder-ish
I've been
patterns, right?
Let's see. Ooh, I'm hot.
Yeah.
Oh my.
That's why we like to keep it cool in here, because people just start to
whoa.
Turn up.
Man, my ears are like burning right now.
All right, so let's keep going.
Oof.
Of course, at any point, if anything feels off or weird, let me know. This is your adjustment, right? So we're gonna work with you, take our time. So let's have you actually turn and face that way on the table, because you guys are flying out here. We have to make some big changes. All right, we're gonna go here. Great. So we're going to target that mid-thoracic spot here. So about your T4. I'm going to give you a nice little compression here.
Okay.
So we always want to meet the points and then bring it back down. I'm using your arms as like a lever. You're going to let your head come back. Good. So, perfect. Stack them in. I'm just going to use this as like a little steering wheel. And it's about creating that point-to-point contact. Good. I gotcha. Right there.
Oh.
Whoa.
Oh my.
Oh. Here, let me get you comfortable.
Oh. Oh.
It's just the setup. So I'm just going to finish it up by bringing you down. So it's kind of like a little wing here. Good, good. We got the rest of it. I mean, when you just set it up and it moves, super easy. How's that feeling?
Yeah, good.
Oh, great. Let me check something else out here. All right, I'm gonna check your lower cervicals here because I do feel some more tension in here. And Madeline has too straight of a neck. So we need to make a better habit, put a little more curve in here. Lower cervicals, bigger bones, so we just kind of do a little bit more bend.
Ooh.
Good, good. How's that feeling?
Good. Ooh.
That's nice. Okay, so let's start working on your low back.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
And from here, you're just going to reach down, you're going to touch your toes. I want to see how that feels, or how that moves first. Okay, come back up. How does that feel in your low back?
It feels fine. It's just more like
tension?
Pulling, yeah.
Got it. Let me have you go face down on the table. So I'm gonna have you lift your right leg up as high as you can. Okay, a little rough there, huh?
Yeah.
Lift the left one. Okay, which one is easier for you?
The left.
Yeah, left got a little higher. Right side is getting a little stuck there. So I'm gonna give you a nice little pull here, okay? I gotcha. Right there. Ooh. How'd that feel? That was nice.
Yeah, I felt that crack up in here.
All the way to the hip? Yeah, so Nice y-axis distraction through your leg here. This one too. Ooh. Okay.
Oh, Lord.
That's here we go.
Oh, my God.
Good stuff. All right, we're leveling things out. Definitely a little bit shorter here on the left. Bringing your sacrum down. Good. Okay, try that right leg again. Lift it up. Woo! Okay.
Wow.
That was a pretty big difference. Yeah, try that again.
No.
Or you can do the left one too.
Okay.
Yep.
Wow. Oh, my God.
How about the right one? Woo!
Wow.
Okay.
That's amazing.
Doing backflips over here now.
Oh, my God. I was, like, struggling to lift them before.
That looked pretty easy. Okay, so now let's set that. We're gonna adjust you on this right side first. So turn, face me this way. Nice breath in, nice breath out. Good. So we give it like a little accordion compression, a little drop, and it's just about the right angle. Oh! That was definitely the right angle.
Ooh.
Man, how's that?
That was good.
That was nice.
Oh.
Okay, you ready for the other side?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Turn this way. You're gonna have a brand new body after this.
Oh, man.
Because you've had 3 different pregnancies, right?
Mm-hmm.
Have you had any epidurals in the low back?
Yes.
Yeah, for all of them?
All of them.
Okay. Did they have to go in like multiple times too?
I think I was good after the first
Okay.
for each.
Yeah, because that's pretty abrasive on the body. How's your low back, hip been after your
My
birth?
hips have bothered me more so recently.
Yeah.
And hurting a lot. It's hard for me to sleep just because of everything that I'm dealing with. But
Yeah.
I started noticing like I'll wake up because my hips, it goes back and forth. It's either the left or the right.
Yeah, because your lumbars, they laterally deviate way too much to that left side, and then it makes your sacrum pivot. So if you think about trying to run in your hips right here, your hip joints, they're not going to move fluidly
Yeah.
from left to right.
Yeah, and lifting my legs, I feel like they're like
Stuck.
ridiculously heavy.
Oh, okay. Well, this is going to help a lot.
Yeah.
And then you're just going to feel that nice compression here. Good, I gotcha. We got to get over the lumbars.
Ooh.
Whoa! So good.
Yeah. Oh.
We're going to get you back to running in no time.
Oh man.
So we're going to come down to your feet too. Yeah, wow.
Ooh, yeah.
That's tough.
That hurts.
Okay.
Yeah, so my left foot,
Yeah.
right, kind of like here,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like a burning, it's like a line. It's weird because it's not all the time like my initial step on that foot
Yeah.
will hurt in that spot, but then once I'm moving, I'm fine. Like
Okay.
doing runs, I feel fine, but it's always like
Initiating
the
is the painful.
Yeah.
But let's work on that, right? Because if you are having that strenuous pain in through the middle of the foot, I got to get this moving better. And it does feel very, very stuck. This kind of feels, yeah, kind of like flat-footed right in through here. But here you still have kind of an arch.
Yeah.
So this block is actually an extremity piece. We use it for other adjustments, but first I want to get mobility.
Okay.
Oh yeah, already moving better.
Yeah.
So now we're gonna give it a nice pull.
Ooh.
Ooh. Okay, that was good.
Oh, my back's still popping.
See, look at that. We can even adjust the back with the feet.
Ooh.
That was good.
Yeah.
One more talus pull just to kind of set that. Yeah, move that around. How's that feel?
Good.
Good.
Ooh.
Yeah, midfoot. And then we're gonna go. Oh, that was nice. Yeah. How's that feel?
Good.
All right, let's do some more here. So we're gonna give you a lift here. You ready?
Oh gosh.
Lift your head up, head down. So this is gonna be a nice lift throughout your entire spine. And you never had one of these, right? Mm-mm. But you have watched
Yes.
Good. Good. I'm going to give you a couple little pulses. Great. Just focus on the parts of your body that feel the most stuck for you. Good. I gotcha.
Oh.
Whoa.
Oh my God. Oh.
Madeline, I got some tissues for you. Need it.
Oh my God.
That's a big release.
Wow.
Yeah. What do you feel like that brought up for you? Because that one, I felt like that one was the biggest emotional block for you.
Oh my God. It just felt like I could finally just let things go.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Wow. Wow.
It's like you could just like finally let go of the grip in your hand.
Yeah, it's just like, oh God, all that tension. It just felt like my body just was like,
Just
yes.
melts.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Hey, I honestly, I know the feeling. The first time I ever had this done to me, I was crying on the table for 10 minutes straight. It was one of the most intense times of my life, and that feeling of just like release.
Yeah. Oh my God. It's like automatic. Like I was like, oh wow, that was great. And then it was like,
And then it'll rush.
it's like the more I'd stop and then it would just like happen again. Like,
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Here, let me get this out of your way.
Holy smokes.
That's huge. I mean, you've had some big emotional releases just in this one session.
Oh my God. Yeah. Wow.
I'm really happy that we can just, be this space for you. Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
Just let it out. Shake it off. Ooh. Shake it off. Ooh. You're going from hot to cold.
Oh my
cold to hot.
God. That was, wow. I wasn't expecting that. I was like excited to come here, but I was nervous because I'm like, oh, I'm going to cry like a baby. Like I already do. Oh my gosh. My husband and kids get on me all the time. Like we'll watch something and it'll be like a commercial. And I'm like, oh. It's like anything. Like, it's like any display of like love and like, they did something and they love that little kid or something. I'm like, oh. Well, you know what's funny? My dad was the same way. He went through a lot. Like we reconnected years after everything happened. He was like a lot of how I am, like that emotion and like silliness and stuff is how he was. He passed away when I was pregnant with she's gonna be 7 now, but yeah, he was the same way, like a big sap, like, oh, that's where I get it from. And my brother is the same way.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I think that's really needed, right? Like that empathy towards things. Like, I mean, you just have a more connectedness with your emotions and feelings, and some of these have just been kind of stuck in different parts of you.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I think that's okay. Like for me, like I'm a more sensitive type of person. Yeah. Also very empathetic. So I feel that, Yeah. You just need to tear it up a little bit.
Yeah. Sometimes I'm like, stay away. Yeah. I don't want to cry anymore. Yeah.
For me, sometimes it'll be like a song or something. It'll like trigger that, and I'll just be like, oh.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah. This has been a journey. Oh, a wonderful journey.
Wow.
We've been getting some good release and just, working on you, getting you attuned. How's that feel?
Yeah. That numbness is gone.
I love that.
I don't feel it.
Hey, let's test out a little bit of motion here, right? Let's look to turn to the left. Yeah, how's that feel?
Yeah,
That's
I don't
looking
hear
good.
all that crunching.
Right?
Yeah.
Whoa, look at that.
Wow. Oh.
That's big. Madeline, here, let me have you stand up and just touch your toes. I just want to see how that feels. Woo!
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. Oh. Like I'm still cracking in my...
And that's something that you're going to notice with just natural motion, right? Some things might still pop. Your bodies might start moving.
Yeah.
We're just getting it. We're just getting it more moving.
Man, that was like, let's do it again.
Let's go again. That's how I describe it sometimes. I'll be like, hey, it's going to be kind of like a roller coaster. You're going to be a little nervous at first, but then afterwards you're going to
I was totally nervous, like with my neck moving. I'm like, man, he's about to like pull this thing. This is gonna hurt.
Yeah, you're the guinea pig.
I said, once we got in here, I'm like, now I'm nervous. Like, I want to see what it feels like. You go first.
Hey, but you did amazing.
Oh my God, thank you so much. Oh, I needed that.
We had all of the feels, had fun as well doing it.
Yeah.
Right? And that's what it comes down to. We want to create a healing space for everybody and anybody.
Yeah.
That way you can laugh, you can cry, you can express your emotions.
Gosh.
Feeling good?
Yeah. Oh man, I was so like this whole, even just standing here initially when we were talking, I was like, oh, my neck, my shoulder. And now I'm just like, it feels like, I don't know the last time I felt like this. Oh my God.
One of our goals is just to get you guys feeling just like yourselves.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. How's this experience been for you? With all the work that you've been doing, the therapy, working on your body, taking that next step.
I needed it. Oh man. It's like that last little piece, Yeah. I've been doing all the other work and making pretty great progress and in therapy, but just not feeling complete, because of how I'm feeling physically, and it takes up so much of my mental space throughout my day.
Yeah.
I needed it. Just a lot of this, like the way that I was feeling, I do not feel that anymore. Oh my God.
That's so good. Hey, we're here to facilitate. That's one of the big reasons one of the big reasons why I love chiropractic. Yeah. Is it's a facilitation for your body's own innate ability to heal. And when we work with the spine and we get things aligned, things just work better.
Yes. Oh gosh, thank you so much. Can I give you a hug?
Yeah, of course.
Oh man, thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
Oh man.
You're so welcome.
I love what you guys are doing here.
Hey, we appreciate you.